Talks of the Mavericks making a move have been swirling since the moment Nico Harrison was fired. On Wednesday, Kyrie Irving was at Mavericks shoot-around, putting up half-court shots with the Mavs teammates there. Kyrie has not played since recovering from a torn ACL. Shams, you reported yesterday the Mavs are answering calls about AD, but what is the approach about Kyrie?
So, George, teams are actually sniffing around Kyrie Irving, his availability on the court, potentially trade-wise, and his playing status the rest of the season. But my understanding is the Mavericks have made it clear privately that they want Kyrie Irving as a complete part of their future moving forward. He's still in recovery and rehab from that ACL tear from March. He signed a 3-year deal in the offseason, but the Mavericks value his leadership on the court, off the court, and his fit with Cooper Flagg, too, potentially. Cooper Flagg's going to need a point guard whenever he's ready to be back out on the court. And you just see right now how much this team misses Kyrie Irving, some of these close games that they've had. And that's the difference, though, between the Kyrie Irving situation and the Anthony Davis situation. Listening to potential trade calls on Anthony Davis, but with Kyrie Irving, they want him a part of their future moving forward.
Yeah, listen, I was there last night for that game. It was wild. I thought Brandon Williams was going to end up tying that game and send it to overtime, and he did not, unfortunately.
I'm just a little confused, right? I believe Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis are about the same age.
Yeah.
So I'm not understanding. You want Kyrie, but you don't want Anthony Davis. And we have yet to see both of those guys even touch the floor together in a Mavs uniform. Just a bit confusing to me, Shams. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't think you're the only one that's confused. But I like Kyrie. I mean, we all like Kyrie. We know what he's capable of, what he can do. Pairing him with Cooper Flagg, they're not on the same timetable, but I could see him sticking around long enough to help Cooper Flagg groom and get settled in. But they need to find ways to get some more youth around them. And if you want to keep one vet, Kai's a good one to keep.
Yeah. And look, as I mentioned, I was in Dallas yesterday, guys. Well, listen, I have been everywhere. It's the Wild Wild West in the NBA as the top teams in the league, in point differential, are all in the Western Conference. The Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Rockets are all outscoring their opponents by over 11 points a night. And that trio was all in action on Wednesday. Champion Thunder improved to 15-1 on the season behind SGA's 33 points against the Kings. And he once said his whole life is consistent, and so are the Thunder by winning by big numbers. Then Nikola Jokic led the Nuggets to a win over the reeling Pelicans despite Derek Queen's 30 points and Zion and his return. Jokic notched another triple-double. Peyton Watson had a career-high 32 and helped Denver secure the dub. And the Rockets stuffed the Cavs behind Alperen Sengun and Kevin Durant, Houston's newest dynamic duo, combined for 48 points and gave the Rockets their 5th straight win, which is tied for the longest streak this season. Here's Sengun after the game.
I mean, I never back down on anybody. You know, that doesn't matter to have anybody. Best defender in the league, so it's a clutch time. I'm just going to go through him. I'm just going to get my shot, you know, and just finish the game.
All right, Ferg, what are your thoughts on the top teams in the West?
Well, I didn't get the memo. I didn't get the funeral arrangements. I didn't know LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves. I didn't know the Lakers passed away. Y'all didn't tell me that. I didn't know they died. Why wasn't they on that graphic? That's the problem I have. Definitely got to put them up in there. 11-4 record. And when you watch the Lakers play, yes, you're getting MVP numbers from Luka Doncic. Yes, you're getting all NBA play from Austin Reeves. But damn it, it's the others. It's Rui Hachimura that's having a hell of a season right now. It's the return of LeBron James that's going to help. We know that J.J. Redick is a hell of a coach when it comes to offensive schemes. Defensively is where they're going to they need LeBron James the most. That high IQ, that voice on the back line. So I'm looking at the Lakers and they're a top 4 seed, top 4 team in the Western Conference.
I don't disagree. I mean, I put Golden State kind of right on the outside when healthy because they have the experience. They do have winners. There's a class that's right behind OKC and Denver. But to say that these guys are near them, I don't think it's even close.
Who?
Oh, Houston. They say Houston is close to OKC or like in the top tier with them. Nah.
You don't believe that to be the case?
I don't see it.
Danny, DG, come on now. Like, think about this for a second. OKC put a spanking on Golden State about a week ago. They had Draymond calling out his teammates, right? They embarrassed the Lakers,
Yeah.
right? Opening night, They didn't do that to the Houston Rockets. It took a double overtime win for them to even get to that point. Now look, OKC should be the clear-cut favorite the way that they're balling, led by SGA, and they're not even healthy. But when I look at the Rockets and you look at the rest of those teams, the Rockets are right in the thick of things.
Yeah, I do like how they're playing. I was wrong about them. With the injury of Fred VanVleet, I didn't think they'd be this good this early. But they're showing me some things. Again, OKC's in a class of their own, bro. There's nobody even close to them. Houston is making a case, but when it comes down to the playoffs, you need a steady point guard. You need somebody to set the table. And right now, they're developing Reed Shepherd, but I'm just not sure he's there or going to be there at that time.
Well, there was a team that took them to a 7th game, and then Aaron Gordon got hurt, and that changed kind of the dynamics of that potential series. Shams, what's different about those Denver Nuggets?
George, so it's interesting you say the name Aaron Gordon. So yesterday, before the game, there was soreness that he reports. And so the Nuggets have the luxury right now to sit him in a game. And last season, they just did not have that. There were serious issues with the depth on the Denver Nuggets. And so they sit Aaron Gordon. They allow him to have rest. There's full optimism. He will be a go in Friday's Cup game in Houston. But now you have Tim Hardaway Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, Bruce Brown Jr., Cam Johnson. He's going to hopefully turn his game up for the Denver Nuggets. They're able to play the young guys more as well. Guys like Peyton Watson, rely on them. So the depth to me is a big thing. And then Jamal Murray. He's playing, we talk about Jamal Murray's never been an all-star. He's averaging career high 22.5 points per game. He's healthy. He's been more vocal than ever, from my understanding, within that Nuggets organization. He's on that all-star trajectory this year.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question.
What conference?
Well, he's going to be one of the part of the world team.
U.S., remember.
All I'm saying is 22 points don't get you an all-star game no more.
If you're
a top 2, 3 seed.
But
they're not going to be that.
They're not going to be the number 1 seed. And they have too many guys. They have too many guys that are averaging too many points in the West.
And I make a case for Aaron Gordon, honestly, this year on the Denver Nuggets team of being an all-star.
Well,
shooting at a high clip of 40-something, 6% from 3. He's having a career year.
We'll see. Let's get back to the Rockets here, led by Kevin Durant, who has gotten the headlines. But Alperen Sengun is playing at an elite level. The 23-year-old is the first Rockets player ever with 25 points, 10 boards, and 5 dimes in 3 straight games. Not Akeem, not Barkley, not Harden, but Sengun.
Wow.
Burke. Take it.
Oh, hello, digital world. Feet finally on the wood. Here we are. We got the number 1 offensive team in the league, the Houston Rockets. And let me show you a big reason why on this clip, why they're the number 1 offensive team. Freeze! It's because it's baby Jokic, Alperen Sengun. He has a mismatch right here on Donovan Mitchell. Now, I want you to pause it for a second. Leave it there because there's a lot going on right here. You have Evan Mobley, who's doing what he's supposed to do, using his 2-9 because he sees the mismatch. The only problem is it opens up a 2-on-1 for Steven Adams and Amon Thompson on the opposite side, right? Which is Wade now has to guard 2 people running. You have Alperen Sengun. He's starting his crab dribble like he does best. Evan Mobley comes to clear himself. Steven Adams frees it. Does an excellent job of occupying Wade so that it frees up Amon Thompson to have the double flood, which he flashes to the dots and get this wide open pass from Alperen Sengun for the nice floater over Evan Mobley, and he knocks it down for 2 points. Now, this was the most important, most impressive possession of last night's games for the Houston Rockets, okay? You have this action going on. No Alperen Sengun is on the floor at the moment. It's a little bit over 5 minutes left to go in the game. It's a 3-point game. Now, freeze it. I want you to look at everything that's going on with the Rockets. You have a shooter in Aaron Holiday that's on that strong side corner. You have a shooter that's in this weak side corner in Jabari Smith. And then you have the veteran, Steven Adams, holding the dunker spot, and he's pointing and telling Amon Thompson, no, you be the screener. So it catches the Cavs off guard, running. All of a sudden, you see Amon Thompson comes and set a hell of a screen for Kevin Durant. He's one of the most athletic players in the game. Great dynamic role, great pass, and we see him take off from the dots, finish over 7-foot Jared Allen for the 2-point make, which put them up by 5, and all of a sudden we see the Rockets clicking on all cylinders. And not only that, that moment was one of the moments that pissed Kenny Atkinson off, is why we hear the sound that we're about